It's time for the Sports Paper Review, and our guest is already here with us. We're talking about our, should I say, the Friday tonic man. Ben Alaya, the editor-in-chief of Sports Day, joins us right about now. Great to have you again, Ben.
Yeah, great to be here, my brother.
Good to have you.
Good morning, yeah.
We've shared the handshake, so I'll let these guys start talking again. But Ben, is always a delight to have you on Fridays. Ben, let's still stay with the FIFA presidency and all of the talks, because of course talk is cheap when you're looking for presidents. When you get there, then you understand.
It's a different
let's stay with this. Adeagbo condemns NFF or Degbami FIFA presidential election. Degbami condemns. No. The papers. Yeah. The papers say Adeagbo condemns NFF conditions. Says football house is not fair to aspirants. I'm sure you saw that communique.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I think the NFF, to me, has only been a bit fair to everybody, to the aspirants. But you know, when Nigerians started aspiring or started throwing up names that they want to call, I personally called Chief Segun Odegbami, and I said, I'd like you to tell me how you qualified are you or you are for the FIFA presidency. And he said he's qualified, that he's been in football now, that the conditions are very simple. He's been in football now for the last 3 years. He's been running an academy in Ogun State. And he's been a football person all his life. He's played it, and those were the basic conditions, and so he's qualified to run. But the NFL is now coming out to say you must meet this, you must meet that.
Well, don't you think that the NFF will want to, secure its political survival in CAF and FIFA over the interest of a Nigerian or some Nigerians?
Perhaps. You see, don't forget too that once they get into power, committees are formed and all manner of, and the NFF members or executive committee members would like to get into those committees. And if a Nigerian is there, they will even be in a better position to get into those committees. But I don't know why those conditions are out. But let's watch and see. And it's a possibility that the aspirants, Ojuzo Kalu and Segun Odegbami will still meet the conditions, but how are they going to campaign? Because it's running for the FIFA presidency, despite the fact that people are saying you don't need money, it involves a lot of, you have to crisscross. I recall Chief Solomon Ogba around recently for the IAF executive committee post. I knew how much he spent. He had to travel from one continent to the other, campaigning. And yet, at the end of the day, he didn't come out well.
That's it. Because at that stage, it goes beyond talk. People want to understand what you...
It goes beyond good intentions.
That's it. People want to understand what sort of reform you're bringing.
Your structure. Those you can get to support you.
Then your financial muscle.
Yeah, like there are talks about if you can get CAF to support you, and that's almost impossible.
Your country's sports policy also. They will dig into your country. So what have they done for sports in his own country?
I wish Dr. Amos Adamu was still around. He would have been a perfect candidate. Unfortunately, those issues cropped up because he already knows the politics of both CAF and FIFA. And I think he has the muscle to get into the post.
Whenever Ben is around you must mention issues. I was going to say, it's going well now, until you mention issues, and it confirmed.
All right, let's look at the sporting life. Loads and loads talking about football. But there's one here that's really caught my fancy. Talking about Ahmed Musa, saying he's one of the top 20 fastest players. He's rated 19th, actually. Well, we can't fault him. He's really fleet-footed, very fast. Sometimes they say he runs faster than he runs faster than the ball. He runs faster.
Babangida was also very quick. Recall the semi-final of the Ghana-Nigeria 2000. Two quick goals. Babangida had done it, and Ahmed Musa, you saw the way he played against the last friend. He was against Niger. He was also very fast, very quick, and at his club, is also mesmerizing when he's on the ball. And so that's why he's one of the highest goal scorers now in the Russian league. We wish him well, and we hope that those who are voting for Player of the Year are taking notes.
Player of the Year, Ben.
CAF Player of the Year.
Okay, CAF
Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Not FIFA.
Okay, but it goes beyond just having the speed.
Yeah.
You know, so,
But he's been playing well too.
And that's,
He's been doing very well. He's been scoring the goals. Those
All
are
right.
the qualities.
But in the national team, that's I like Ahmed Musa. I think if he was just a little bit calculated against Tanzania, we might just a lot of acceleration, no brakes, just worries me.
Austin,
If in the last moment he doesn't
just okay, let me go
let me look up
As
and
he's
deliver
taking
that
off,
pass.
he's taking off. Nobody's behind you now. You calm down.
Ahmed
Raise
Musa's
up
game
there.
is all about, you know, time is of the essence.
Because in all of
Just
this,
move.
Ben, in all of this, I like them that they're fast. Babangida, Pauskedia, Ahmed Musa, but none of them comes close to George Finidi on the wings.
Yeah,
and he wasn't that fast.
He wasn't that fast. He was very, very skillful.
Calculated.
He's calculated. And when we went to USA '94, you saw how he played. And that goal, that wonderful goal, he scored. You know, he's a fantastic player. Yes, but he's not. He's not very quick. One of the few Nigerians who has been a director of a club in Europe.
Doing so well.
Yeah, doing very well. I'm happy for him.
Well, I guess that's just about it for sports life, really.
I mean, there's no one better qualified to talk about this.
Justify that big headline there.
And we're going to ask you, it's a good story. We're happy to hear High's regular city action. Tell us the story behind the story. We're seeing the bold caption, we're seeing his picture.
You know, he played his first Premier League game last week. 2 weeks ago, I think, before the international break. And he's a very fantastic player. He's a young talent, and football is for young people. And I think that the guy is saying he wants to be a regular. I mean, play with the likes of Yaya Toure and co. So why not? That's the story behind the story. We wish him the best.
You know, aside being patriotic and aside being Nigerian, do you think he has a chance?
He has already played the game, even though he came in as a reserve.
Regular starter
yes.
in that team.
No,
Do you think
regular.
he
He can. It's a matter of time. If they had loaned him out, I would have said he doesn't have a chance. But they have retained him. It means that Pellegrini is seeing the talent in him, and he might just be playing all the Capital One Cup and the rest, and then before you know it, he will break into the first team.
Sometimes, you know, when you speak to some footballers, they'll say, I'll sit on the bench, but someday some might get injured.
Of course.
And then
And you will need him.
You will
give you a chance.
And he now comes and he scores, you know,
And then
a goal that will just
and then
turn the
the
game
fans
around
start
for
talking
you.
about. But where I want to take Ben is the rider. I'm not comfortable with it. That says begs Pellegrini.
For regular playing time.
He's a quality player. He's a good revelation of football. Why he doesn't have to beg?
He doesn't have to beg though, but you see, in Europe, the manager is the god on the pitch. So to speak, the small god on the pitch. So you have to appeal to him to always feature you. And so it is not a totally bad idea to say, please, I'd like to be regular with you, please. Let me play and show my stuff.